Hi there, welcome to ETH Insights exclusive interview series. And today we have with us Mr. Mohanraj. He is the CEO of Consumer Business Duroflex. Mohanraj, thank you for taking the time out and speaking to ETH Insights.
My pleasure as well. Thank you
It's
for
a
having
pleasure
me.
to have you. Let me begin by asking you, what are the current sleep technology trends in India and how do you see that evolving over the years?
So I just want to give you a background before I talk about what's happening in India.
Right.
It was pre-COVID January 20 when we visited US, and that's the world's largest, furniture exhibition happens in Las Vegas. And we were kind of amazed to see the kind of products that was kind of focusing largely on sleep devices to measure your sleep, to tell your sleep score, to help you sleep better, including a lot of sleep aids, right? What we find in India is people usually wear a smartwatch and it's a wearable. It was very interesting for us to find a lot of devices which is not wearable. So it is not in contact with your body, but it goes into your mattress and then it is all app connected and then you can get your sleep score. And when we were talking to some of the leading players, they said this is normal practice with a very advanced country, with the consumers over there. They're very serious about sleep. And that's where it struck us saying that, man, like if we are into a mattress business, people buy mattress to sleep and for nothing else. And if we can really work on helping India sleep better, why not? And that's where the journey started. Obviously, when we started off this entire journey in India, we are at a very early stage, I feel. But we were even talking to our US counterpart and we said, how did this work in US? And we were told that till the per capita income didn't hit $3,500 plus, he said mattress, this whole sleep was still a very underpenetrated, underspoken category. The moment the consumer propensity to spend and the awareness went up is when this entire technology started working. So specific to India, it's a very early stage. We work with few startups who are actually focused on even promoting sleep. Today we find less on technology, but more on, you have like melatonin tablets, you have many of those kind of products which is being sold. You have an eye mask which is given to help you sleep better. But we really wanted to go a step ahead and we wanted that India should not be any less than the advanced countries. So we obviously have set up labs and we are making devices which can help you to sleep, help the consumers to sleep better, including understanding their sleep pattern, sleep score, helping them through our consultants. We actually have psychologists who are employed with Duroflex today, and we are using them to even give sleep consulting to our consumers. So there's a page on our website where consumers can come log in and take free counseling. But in India, still at a very advanced stage. But what has happened, maybe in an advanced country a few years back, is all coming into India now. And we believe that with India being expected to be the third largest economy very soon,
Right.
and our GDP and our per capita income is going to rise. We are going to have many millionaire. We already have many millionaire. We're going to have many billionaires. Sleep is becoming very essential to everybody's daily life, and hence we believe this category is bound to grow. We always believed in innovation, so we want to invest ahead of time. Currently, this category is not so much in India. I think it's at an early stage, but with whatever little work we have done and launched few of our products, we find very good acceptance. I think it is more on the awareness side than the adoption side. I think as we can really invest on awareness through various means, we see a huge scope for this. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry globally.
Right. It's a very interesting thought. You talked about make India sleep better. So, what are the specific problems or issues related with sleep, and how does Duroflex want to address these issues in the Indian market?
If you really see from an advanced country and a country like us, I think till few years back we were fighting the basics, which is food, clothing, shelter, right? And as we are evolving and as a consumer we are evolving, it is moving into good diet, exercise, but we don't realize that just having good diet and you exercising, but if you don't focus on your sleep, you're not going to recover the next day, and you won't even have the impact of the great diet and the exercise routine what you're following. So I think the current challenges is obviously as a developing economy, our challenges were different and it is moving and it will change as we progress as a country, as people get more aware about all these three aspects, and we call it like basics of life now, which is diet, exercise, and obviously taking good sleep. Right? We don't realize, like you said, why sleep is not important. We don't realize that if we live for 75 years, we are sleeping for 25 years. Right? And we don't see how important it is. And hence, What we've also find is the consumers are willing to invest on a nice bed frame or a nice light, but you don't want to invest on a good mattress on
Right.
which you're going to sleep, which is a surface you want to sleep, right? So there's a lot of awareness we need to do, and there is a lot of work as a thought leader, as a brand leader, we need to do. So few things which we've done so that we can bring sleep to the forefront of any consumer is obviously we use all the medium, but from a product perspective, one product like we are sitting here, Numa is one of our latest launch. What we also find is one of the biggest challenges if you are a couple is the firmness of the mattress, right? And usually the male gives it to the female and say, man, if you want soft, please take it, right? We're just trying to solve it by having a mattress which is Numa, which is India's first firmness adjustable mattress. Through a mobile app or through a remote, you can adjust the firmness, right? We recently launched a top in class bed frame. The advantage of this bed frame is, you can have zero gravity, you can have a massage feature, you can use it like a recliner to watch TV, and we're also giving it in twin format. So if your partner wants to sleep, she can sleep, and you can still, read your book or do whatever it is, right? So we are, as we speak, we are investing a lot in terms of a lot of products related which can aid you sleep. Beyond that, we are also working currently to bring technology into mattress. Like, we don't want to get on the curative side saying that if you sleep on my mattress, you won't get a heart attack. But what we want to do is we want to tell that we can obviously give you signals that if there are a possible chances of you having an heart ailment or maybe a sleep apnea, and obviously we would say that please go and reach out to a doctor and get yourself treated, because you are likelihood to have XYZ problems because you are not sleeping better or because your sleep pattern is not good, right? So as we speak, we are doing a lot of investments, like I said, on a product like Numa. Our next phase of Numa will come in with a sleep tracker in it, and it will be connected to your mobile device, so you would get to know your REM sleep. You'll get to know, did you sleep quite nicely yesterday or you had a bad sleep. We want to integrate this into a further, I would say, more on the preventive side than the curative side. Beyond this, we have few more things which, as we will keep inventing.
Right.
But beyond this, what we also doing is we are also investing a lot in putting doctors and psychologists on our Duroflex, into our system. So if a consumer needs good sleep, he can probably reach out and say that I have a XYZ problem, what do I do? And there are a few basic 4-5 stuff which we ask the consumer to do. We kind of work with the consumer very closely to see that, this, like I'll tell you a very classic case that happened with me. My mother, post-COVID, actually went into a depression. She was 75 then. She couldn't sleep, and she had almost lost her mental balance, and she was lonely. She was feeling lonely. She was feeling depressed. She stays a little far away. So I got her to my place. I took her to a doctor. The first thing doctor asked is in Hindi, बोला माँ जी आप सोते हो अच्छी तरह से? तो she said नहीं, मुझे नींद ही नहीं है. I keep walking in the night and I don't do anything. So my doctor said, just don't do anything. Just leave her to a room. Let her sleep. She just did it for 4 days. The 5th day, she was bang springing on her feet. And she said, I'm feeling very good. And maybe I was just not sleeping and, maybe not trying to relax. So he just gave a few tips, no medicine, few tips, told us to just include this as a part of a routine. Few things like early dinner, no caffeine, right? Keep your mobile away from your bed, switch off your TV. These are 4-5 things. And she used to do all of that.
Right.
The first 2 days she was a little uncomfortable. The third day she started, feeling sleepy at around 9ish. And this happened with my own house. So I mean, that's how significant sleep is. So we do a lot of education, awareness to our consumers around sleep, how sleep is important, and we give our own live case. Like when I was in the ICU on the ventilator with COVID, my doctor used to come and tell me, man, if you don't sleep, we'll have to put you to sleep, because if you don't sleep, you're not recovering. If you're not even getting out of this room. And if we go back and we see our behavior the next day, a day when we have slept very well and the day we have not slept, we ourselves we realize how sleep is important, right? I think the whole point, what I'm trying to tell is, it is about how do you take this out to a consumer through various social medium, through various webinars, etc., which we are doing in a big way. Apart from this, our recent change of our brand ambassador to Virat Kohli, we also wanted someone who will really stand for this part, right? So we were evaluating, and when we actually reached to Virat's team, And he said, man, he sleeps, if he's not playing a day and night match, he's off to bed by 10. And he gets up at, say, 5 o'clock, and then his routine is quite set. So we also reached out to his team, we spoke to him, and he said, no, he really believes in sleep. And we were quite amazed the way he spoke about sleep when he came on board. So the intent is that we also want our brand ambassador to really stand for what what we want to stand as a brand. And hence a tagline also, we don't want to talk about saying you sleep today, if you sleep tonight well, the next day you're going to get up, like fresh. We want to say that you have to take sleep seriously every day, so that its impact on your long-term health is going to be amazing, right? And you can be off a lot of medicines which you do. Today I find even in our youngsters, a lot of people I know take medicines to sleep. You actually don't need. What you need is just some discipline, basic sleep routine. And so if you see a lot of the campaigns we do around, like we did a campaign on the World Sleep Day, we just said that, if you go back and see, we just said keep your mobile away.
Right.
Okay, and we said even if you want to do, keep watching some boring stuff.
Right.
And in fact, we had Sunil Chetri. He was just reading a book, and we just kept it like this. He said, just look at some boring stuff, you'll fall asleep.
Right.
Don't go and watch a OTT movie or a horror movie which will excite your mind and brain, and then even if you are about to fall asleep, it will take your sleep off. Right. So we say, if you want, read some light books, listen to some music, watch some boring content, which means the best thing you will realize is to sleep than watching this boring content, right? That was the entire campaign we did. So we are doing a lot of investments around educating around a campaign, and with Virat, who really stands for sleep, who himself believes in sleep. And that's the journey we want to do. I think it's more about educating consumer. Everybody latently knows that, we need to take care of our sleep and sleep very well. But somewhere, I think in the past, I know in my childhood days, if somebody used to ask me, कितना घंटा सोता है, and if I say 12 hours, बोला इसको कुछ काम नहीं है. It's a lazy guy.
Yes.
इतना कैसे सोता है? And I've heard in my own CEO forums, I'm part of the CEO forum, the CEO takes pride in saying I only sleep for 4 hours, 5 hours. So I believe that we have to do a lot of investments on product, on education and messaging. And it's a long journey, but I think it's worth that you take that path.
Right. So very interestingly, you just talked about how critical awareness is, and although it's a work in progress, as you say, it's a long journey. But I'm just intrigued, one question I would like to ask. Going forward, I mean, looking at the Indian market, as you said, will be the third most powerful economy in terms of revenue. So there'll be other competitors as well who would try to, compete with Duroflex. So what is the USP of Duroflex, or what is the standout thing that makes Duroflex say that, yes, this is my product and this is how I stand in the market?
So I would say that we made this category a little interesting. This was a boring category always, right? If I have to go from a basic mattress, everyone spoke about material based. Like all brands talk about saying I have a spring mattress, square mattress, and a foam mattress. We were the first 5 years back to do a consumer research, and understand that does the spring coir foam means anything for the consumer? And we understood that means nothing. You give whatever inside, doesn't matter to him. What he needs is a mattress which is fit for him, which can give him good sleep and support his back. And right. And basis that research is when we moved away from this material-based classification to a consumer value-based classification. And we have a 5 range now, which is essential, which is the value for money, which is a mattress for every Indian. Then we came out with a product called Energize, which is for people who are fitness freak, like who has a static charge in their body. So static charge, I mean, you touch a metal surface and you get an electric shock, right? So consumers and people who have that, when they sleep on a regular mattress, they don't get good sleep because the static charge keeps them disturbed.
Right.
And through our research, then we came out with a mattress which had an anti-static fabric, and it is called our Energize range, which basically means when you sleep on it, the fabric has a carbon infused into it.
Right.
So the carbon negates your static charge, and the next day you wake up very energized and quite fresh, right? And then we also gave it a good support layer. We call it the NRG layer, which is a 3-zone layer, which means it gives additional support on your heavier part of the body, which is your waist portion, and then it gives you comfort on your leg and your head side, right? But I think the unique feature was this So then when we got this functional benefit, we said we also want to make this product a little interesting.
Right.
So we got a designer to design the fabric, right? So we didn't want to make mattress a functional product. We also felt it has to look nice and it has to look. So earlier all mattresses used to come only in one color, which was maroon. We broke that and we gave it in a much more, eye-catching, nice fabric, orange color, green color, etc. Basis on different requirements. So this is one. And then there's another need where people have little, like say 40, 45, who have worked hard, have little strained their back a lot. We found there is a set of consumers who is looking for a good mattress that can give a back support, right? So through our research, through our R&D, and with the panel of doctors, our Durapedic range, which is a flagship product today. In fact, I will also tell you that is a mattress which Virat sleeps on. Right. And there is a team today which is going behind Virat and changing his hotel mattress wherever he stays.
All right. Oh,
right. So we are running a campaign now.
Okay.
So after the Australia match, he reached out to his team and said, I had a very, disturbed sleep. My back is aching. Can you please reach out to Duroflex and can I get a good mattress? So the next match was supposed to happen in Ahmedabad, the India-Pakistan match.
Right.
So that's when the team reached out and said, can you get us a quick mattress? Right. And obviously we understood his requirement and we have a office in Ahmedabad. So we picked one and we put it into the room. His team reached out saying he woke up the next day and he said, I did not have such a restful sleep. Can I get this mattress in all the other hotels? So we have a team now, which is moving along with this team and replacing the hotel room mattress with our mattress, which is called the Back Magic, which is again a Durapedic mattress. Okay. Now the distinct feature about Durapedic is this mattress has been worked with a panel of doctors, the only mattress certified by National Health Academy, and this is India's truly orthopedic mattress. Okay, so we have a patented 5-zone layer, which gives you, and it's a dual density 5-zone layer, which gives you adequate support for your back. And this brand Durapedic by itself is possibly bigger than few mattress companies itself. That's the popularity this product has gained. I mean, reviews are like uncountable reviews, good ratings. And now we are quite happy that, obviously Virat himself likes this mattress. And so the point is that's one product we launched, which is called Durapedic, which is largely for people who have little back issue or stiff back and you need a better back support, the only certified mattress. The third is we realize that consumers who are evolved in life, who have money to spend, but really wants to have products which are eco-friendly, right? And they said we need products which are eco-friendly, which is biodegradable, and it doesn't spoil the environment or there is no environmental hazard. Hence the product called Natural Living. 100% organic fabric, latex, coir, even if, you can even dispose it, it will not cause you any harm to the environment. And the last is, for a much more evolved consumer who is looking for a much more blissful sleep experience than Numa. So we have right from Essential to Energize to Durapedic to Natural Living to Numa. And this is a spectrum of product which is not material based, but each of this product is made after doing enough and extensive research on consumer and finding a specific need. We're trying to address and resolve that need. And if a consumer today walks into my shop, they don't say I need a spring mattress. They say Durapedic chahiye mujhe. Or I need an a organic mattress, or can I have a look at Numa?
Right.
So, yeah, that's where it is. So we moved from what the other brands have been doing, and hence obviously we've done pretty well over the last few years, and competition is catching up. I think what we believe is we need more competition to come in.
Right.
Because there is a limit that we can do to build this category.
Right.
So more the competition, I think the category grows. And if the category grows, everybody grows.
Right.
And hence we believe if we get good competition who is able to help along with us to grow this category, it is more than welcome. I think that's the need for, any other category you go back, whether it was paints or it is, any other category, BPC, beauty and cosmetic, it's become so big because many brands have jumped in. Suddenly everybody wants to look good. And then you have a product for every price point, every kind of consumer, it just works. Right. So I think that's where mattress is today. Mattress is where paints was 25 years back.
Right. Very well said.
Yeah. You paint 7-8 years. Yes. Mattress you change 7-8 years.
Correct.
Once, like every house needs painting, every house needs a mattress.
Correct.
So I think we are in the same space. So there's immense scope and we feel While competition will do the catch-up exercise, we'll keep innovating, we keep investing on R&D. We'll try and stay ahead of the time.
Right, right. Fantastic thoughts. And with that note, thank you very much for your
My
time.
pleasure.
And I wish you all the best for, that's a very noble thought that make India sleep better. So wish you all the best for
Thank you
that.
so much. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for your
having
time.
me.